Chris Tucker is in the room. Keeping a straight face is practically impossible. These are his funniest moments.
Is Donald Trump your president? What, do you consider him your president? Start with.
You mean Donald? Are you serious? Believe me. Believe me. I know Chris Tucker. He's a great comedian, great guy. I like him. It's true. I do like him. I met him. I didn't say much, but I said hello.
As a celebrity, knowing a few famous faces comes with the job. But nobody knows more people than Chris Tucker.
He knows everybody. Like, I'm not even kidding. You can bring up a name. It doesn't matter if it's like Muhammad Ali, Paul McCartney, Jesus. You know, Chris is like, yeah, that's my boy. I'm like, what do you mean that's your boy? How do you know?
What about like Stevie Wonder? You know Stevie Wonder?
I know Stevie. Stevie's, oh man, he called me.
Keep trying. You're gonna have to go way deep into Stevie Wonder. I was like, you know,
cool.
Muhammad Ali is one. He was like, yeah, I met Muhammad. I know Muhammad. I was like,
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali?
He said, you a funny mother Tucker. I said, oh, Met Mandela.
Oh my God.
Went to Africa and he was like, where is Chris Tucker? I want him to meet my grandkids.
Now you know I want to be Chris Tucker.
What is your family's reaction to your success?
Oh, they all quit their jobs when they found out I was making $20 million a year. They said, we rich. I was like, no, I'm rich. You get your jobs back before it's too late.
Some stars are everywhere. Others, like Prince, you almost never get to see. Up close, though, he was something else entirely.
Mo said, hey, but he, you know, Prince is shy, so I didn't know. I just heard this noise behind me, and I didn't know what it was. He just trying to get my attention. He was like, ooh. I was asking my friends, I was like, what's that noise? He was like, ooh. He said, man, that's Prince trying to get your attention. He's small, so I was like, hey, Prince, how you doing? So he was like talking to me, but he was licking on his fingers when he was talking to me. I was kind of, he was like, how you doing? You like the show as a girl? Thank you for coming, Chris. I love you. You're funny.
Chris can impersonate just about anyone, and every so often it lands him in trouble.
To Africa one time with Bill Clinton. He invited me to Africa, man. He invited me. He said, Tucker, you want to go to Africa with me? I think you'll like it. You're black. I'm black. I think you'll like it. So I started doing the impressions, man. Everywhere we went, he wanted me to do them. We in little parties at night. Tucker, come do me. Come do me. Come on over here. Every country we went to, finally I got tired. We got to Nigeria. He wanted me to do it in front of the president of Nigeria. He said, Tucker, come on. Come do me. Come do me. Don't act like that. Come on. I said, Mr. President, I'm tired. You know, it's been a long trip. Maybe I won't do it this time. Tucker, come on now. I need you. I done set it up now. Come on, don't let me down. You want to ride home, right? Huh? You want to ride commercial or private? You let me know, Tucker. That's a long-ass flight home, Tucker. That's a long...
People think stars live in Hollywood. You live in Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlanta. I'm from Atlanta. I'm from Decatur, Georgia. So I'm back and forth. I'm halfway in California and I'm halfway in Georgia, man. So I love it down there.
Do they leave you alone in Atlanta?
Sometimes it's because they don't see a lot of celebrities, so they be coming up to me, looking at me like, hey, man, you? You? I'll be like, yeah, I'm me. You? They'll be like, what you doing out here in the grocery store shopping? I've got to eat too. I'm getting some food. You think I'm a superhero? Get away from my cart, man.
Have you introduced Jackie to Michael yet?
I don't know. I don't know. Michael wanted to meet Jackie, though. He always said me, I want to meet Jackie.
He did call me. I was just sleeping. He called my assistant to answer the phone. Can I have a who's speaking? This is Michael. My assistant. Michael what? Michael Jackson. Okay, I'm sorry. Then I hang up the phone. Then afternoon I wake up because we're in late night show. Then I wake up. You know, Big Brother. They call me Big Brother. You know who? Michael Jackson. I said no. Yes, Michael Jackson called. I said, why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call me?
He talked so low. He probably thought somebody was playing on the phone.
Yeah, well, it could have been
Michael.
That could have been the case.
Speak up, Michael Jackson. Critter, beat it.
Well.
When you operate at the level of Michael Jackson, a simple trip outside turns into a full-blown operation. As Chris found out, Michael didn't always see it that way.
One time we went to a mall. We was out. Michael wanted to go to the record store or something, and he forgot he was famous. He was like, I gotta go to the mall. Go to the mall. And we finally said, Michael, you can't go in the mall, man. You forgot who you are. He said, well, let's go. And it was only thing was in the car was a Spider-Man mask. So Michael said, I'll put this on. We'll go in and we get. I said, Michael, you can't do that. Spider-Man ain't gonna just be walking through the mall. Ain't nobody. They gonna know it's you, Michael. He's like, no, it won't. Chris, it'll work. It'll work. We go in the mall, and he was getting away with it until people figured it out, because I was with him, and he was like, Chris, is that Michael Jackson in that Spider-Man mask? No, that's Spider-Man. That's Michael Jackson. All of a sudden, the mall went crazy, and they had to scoot us out. You should have seen it.
Chris has a story about nearly every star alive. The Michael Jackson ones are on another level entirely.
Do you ever go in public anywhere with Michael Jackson? Because what's that like?
You know what? We go to the movies sometimes. We go to the movies. Both of us like going to the movies. So we go to the movies, but it's hard because Michael got to sneak in the movie right before it starts. So Michael come in there like with a ninja suit on. He's hiding and all black. All of a sudden, I'm sitting there with, where's Michael? And then I turn around. He's like, hey, Chris. I'm like, oh, man. How long you been here? About 5 minutes. I'm sorry. Did I scare you? Sorry, Chris. We watching the movie. He's the loudest person in there.
Really?
He's watching the movie like, hee. I say, Michael, would you shut up before people see you? I'm sorry, it was funny, Chris.
Yeah.
Having Jackie Chan show you around China sounds like a dream. For Chris, it came with a catch.
What's it like in China with Jackie Chan? Is it just ridiculous?
He's the man. Jackie owned everything. He's like, you like hotel? He said, you like hotel? I said, yeah, it's my hotel. That's my hotel. No. So I got to do more movies. And then he was like, wow, you over here. I said, I came to see you. What do you think I'm over here for? You're the only person I know in China.
But he really just goes everywhere and just like
walks around with like 15 people, and then I'm like in the back of the 15 people. Jackie, wait up, hold up. This don't look right, man. We're supposed to be together. He's like, oh, come on, restaurant. We go to a restaurant.
But while Chris knows everybody, it turns out the feeling isn't always mutual, especially the time he landed in Hong Kong.
How did you feel? Because see, my fear is that all people in Hong Kong will think all Americans now are like Chris Tucker.
Oh, man. Hong Kong. I was the only black person in Hong Kong. I was looking for black people. I said, where are the black people at? No black people, no. They thought I was Kobe Bryant, man. They didn't know who I was.
Really, Kobe Bryant?
Like, Kobe, sign my autograph, Kobe. We love you. Where's Shaq? I used to get on teachers' nerves. They used to hate me. They used to get mad. They say, listen, Chris, if you act up again, I'm going to call your mama. I said, if you're going to call my mama, you're going to have to pay the phone bill because the phone been cut off for 2 weeks. He's sick. Go to the principal office. But I didn't care. Because I was in the principal's office so much, I was cool with the principal. We were tight. He'd be like, what'd you do this time? Call my mama, pay the phone bill. Man, you crazy. You a fool, Chris. You a fool.
Michael was famously generous with the people he loved, and Chris was about to find out just how generous Michael could be.
He would give you anything if you liked something. Like I was just complimenting a flat screen TV he had, and he gave it to me. I was like, Michael, I didn't want the TV. But then the black came out of me. I started liking everything after that. I said, Mike, I like that Rolls Royce. That's a bad Rolls Royce. Not the old one, the new Rolls Royce, right there. He was like, you like it, Chris? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, you sure you like it? I said, yeah, I like it. He said, well, you better go buy one, because I ain't giving you no Rolls. I gave you a TV? Damn.
He struck out trying to talk a Rolls Royce out of Michael, but Charlie Sheen's Ferrari, that one barely took any effort.
Charlie let me borrow his Ferrari, man, when I was like, I don't know, 24, something like that. It's like, Charlie, let me borrow your Ferrari. He was like, okay, sure. I was like, what? I kept that Ferrari so long, he forgot I had it. He was like, do you have my Ferrari? I said, I think I do. He said, you want to bring it back? Okay.
A lot of people assume Chris and Michael go way back. The truth is, the whole thing started with one very expensive decision.
I spent a lot of money to see Michael, because I took a private plane to New York, because Michael told me, when you finish Rush Hour, come see it. So I knew he was there. I called him before I went, because I was going there for something else, and I didn't hear anything. So I got on that same private plane, flew back to Los Angeles. I was done. As soon as I landed, I got a message from Michael Jackson's office, like, Michael, want to meet you tomorrow in New York City. I was like, what? I went right up to the captain's seat, and I said, take me back to New York. They said, well, is this going to cost? I said, I don't care. You got my credit card. Just take me back.
The bond between Chris and Michael was unmatched. But there was one night that pushed it right to the edge.
Went over Barrett Gibbs' house from the Bee Gees. Barrett Gibbs. I was like, damn, this is fly. And all of a sudden, both of them started singing. They were singing, How Deep Is Your Love? I said, God damn. It was just me and a dog looking. The dog was even surprised, like, damn, this is fly. Right here, Chris. So they started singing. Michael started singing first. Man, I never heard him sing live before. He was like, how deep is your love? How deep is your love? I really need to know. And I got caught up and came in. Come to you on a summer breeze, and I can say, and you know it. And Michael was like, Chris, no.
But my brothers, they was all laughing at me like, all right, I'm gonna come down and see you perform. And I invited them down to the comedy club, and they was down there, and I was on the list, but you know, being a comedian, you might not get to go up.
It's not guaranteed.
So I didn't get to go up that night, so I had to ride all the way home, and they was in the car, I thought you was a comedian. You know, God, you didn't go up and all this stuff, and I said, okay, one day I'm gonna go up, y'all gonna see. So now they ask me for money every day, and I said, I thought you was gonna pay me back.
Mama calling me for Christmas, wanting a Christmas gift and shit. I always want something. So, Mama, why the every time you call, you always want something? Why the just can't talk? You know I ain't got no money. I told her, I said, I'm broke. Broke as a mother. I'm so broke, if a rob me, he'll just be practicing.
Once the money started rolling in, Chris made a few classic beginner mistakes. This one might be the best.
What did you spend money on?
I was spending too much money. I was just acting crazy. I bought 2 houses right next door to each other. It was crazy. I said, I'll take that one too. I don't want nobody to mess with me. I was borrowing stuff for myself. I said, you got some sugar I can borrow? You know we got some sugar. I'm you and you me, man.
But not everybody was after Chris's money though. His rush hour partner, Jackie Chan, had the opposite problem entirely.
First rush hour, Jackie Chan would give me a gift. Every day he'd send it to my trailer. Yeah, I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, he's so nice. And I had to buy him something out the wild. I said, I gotta get him something. But then I realized he's from China. They make everything over there. He was getting it for free anyway.
You ever had a neighbor that borrow your shit and keep it so long, you have to borrow it back? I told you, you got a broom I can borrow, man. No, you got my goddamn broom. Every day I couldn't wait to come on the set to see Jackie Chan. I was late most of the time, but when I got there, Jackie was there waiting with his legs crossed saying, where's Chris Tucker? We are late, you know.
You're not my brother.
I'm not your brother? All the stuff we've been through? Rush hour 1, rush hour 2?
May I offer you some peanuts?
Shishi. Need shishi? Shishi.
See? How difficult is that? My English? You even cannot see 3 words. Chinese.
Some lunch.
You need some lunch?
I got that. I got it before that.
See, now you know how difficult I am. Look at that.
That's right, Lee. For the last 3 years, I've studied the ancient teaching of booty. Booty.
Strict mothers have their own rules. For Chris, Sundays were never up for debate.
Now get up, you are going to church. Can't the preacher come here sometimes? Get up, you are going to church. Make me sick. Making me late. She always talking about we making her late, and she ain't dressed neither. Walking around with her bra on. You are making me late. I can't get dressed fooling around with y'all.
Don't have your family working for you.
Okay.
In the comedy club. Because my family worked for me in my comedy club, and I went there. The club wasn't making no money, but everybody had new cars. And that's what... My brother was drinking up all the inventories. I gotta try this stuff, man. Make sure it ain't small. I said, man,
How long did it last?
About a year. That was it.
Who made the call to shut it down?
I did. I was like, this is over. I'm not making no money. This is gonna mess up my movie money.
Were they upset with you?
My dad was upset with me because he was the cook. He was like, what am I gonna do now? I said, be my daddy.
What's the name of this thing?
Gefilte fish.
Gefilte fish. Oh, what's the name of this fish?
Gefilte fish.
Gefilte. You know what this is? What is it?
Gefilte fish.
Chris played a cop across the whole Rush Hour franchise. How he feels about the real ones is another matter entirely.
Cops get on my nerve though, because they ask stupid questions. I was driving one time, the cop said, didn't you see me back there? Why you start speeding up? I said, because you was catching up. That's why I thought, you stupid stuff. Pay this ticket. Yo, you paying for me. I just throw the tickets out there when they get mad. I think cops are childish. Hiding in the woods waiting for somebody to speed, that's childish. Tired of talking to squirrels and birds, they want to pull you over and talk to you. That's all they want to do is talk.
That's all they
Why
want.
you ain't got your seatbelt on? Because I want to die, Oh, you think I ain't got it on? I forgot it. If you care about me, don't give me a ticket. Let me go. Just tell me to put it on. They don't care about you.
We'd love to see that. We would love to see that, Jack. Jackie, we'd like to see that. We'd like to see that. Now, Jackie, we would love to see that. Would we love to see that?
His name is Lee, goddammit.
Lee, we would love to see that. Jackie,
Chris Tucker. Jackie,
Sometimes you think you date a little younger than you think that's cool. That ain't cool, man. Because this new generation, something wrong with them. I don't know what's wrong. I'm serious. I was dating this girl and it was going good. You know, I thought it was cool. I said, this is gonna be good. And we got close, it was wild, and we started making love, and I was like, this is good. She might be the one. She might be the one. And I opened up my eyes and she was tweeting. I said, what the hell you doing tweeting? What is wrong with you? Put that damn phone down. You are rude as hell. She's like, people need to know what you're doing. I said, no, not this, no. I took the phone. I said, what the hell you tweeting? Talking about Chris handling his business. I said, you can tweet this, but that's it. That's all. What the hell is wrong with you?